Was a method to my madness, because that's why I was telling you on lecture. You start with your AP, you do your RPO first, then your LPO. It's a steady roll. Okay, so that way you're not, flip flopping back and forth. But because she's already here in a lateral, all right, I'm gonna have her stay just like this. Are you comfortable? Okay, make sure they're comfortable. Let her stay like this. Okay, we'll switch out to my 10. So now we're gonna go into our spot projection. Okay. Line everything up, pushing it nice and tight, get that locked in. Okay, I'm still technically lined up. Do what? Lengthwise, always lengthwise. All right, so I'm just gonna collimate down to 12, okay? I'm already at my 10. Okay, so I just collimated down to 12. Okay, I can still technically just move that up if I want, but I'm gonna take that off for the moment. Okay, so as I mentioned, I can actually see she's still a little angled even though I have the sponge underneath her, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do 5 degrees caudal. That's like the standard on all, it's like you do a 5 degree on almost every patient, okay? So, make a half moon. Get into the crest of your patient, right here, like this, okay? So when I do this, I find, actually, hold on, where's her ACES? Her ACES is right here. So I get right in here. So you need to be 1.5 inches below. I'm angled. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this real quick. Okay, that's lined up. So now to be the 1.5 inches below, you end up being just above the ACES, okay? My finger hits pretty much right at her ACES, ends up hitting, depending on the patient, your crosshair comes across either your knuckle or your fingernail bed when it's coming across. And I want to make sure my C, that my crosshair is at the bottom of my C.
Is your fingertip on the ACES right now?
It's barely above it, just barely above it. Okay, so, but this right here, this little moon, half moon deal, so I make sure my crosshair hits. When I'm in here like this, see this is my joint, my knuckle joint, hits right here at the bottom of it, okay? Because remember, your L5-S1 comes out. It pokes out a little bit. It angles at the base of the spine, okay? So here, I can still leave this. I have my lead blocker right here, okay? And this is perfect, because again, what does the top of the crest line up with? What vertebral body?
I think T2. No.
We're in lumbar.
Oh, well.
L4, correct. So L4 is here. That 1.5 inches below is the L5-S1 that we're shooting for. That's why they're telling you 1.5 inches below. So that hits the L5-S1, okay? So again, you gotta think about anatomy. I have more than enough light above, I'm good, but I can get in here like this and see, and her ACES is like right here, which is just barely below my finger. But again, my C, I get it right here at the bottom of my C. That lets me know I'm that little bit posterior that I need to be. Put your blocker right here. Suspended respirations. On this one, they can actually just hold their breath. Just don't breathe, don't move.